Okay, so what's up there, guys, and welcome back to the Dig Detecting channel. So as you can see, we've got all our bottles laid out, and these are the bottles that we've found just over the last couple of days, detecting and hunting around those old house sites. So look, they haven't been cleaned up properly. I've just been soaking them in this drum overnight, and basically just in cold water. Basically today we've got the hot water around there, and we're going to give them a good hot water rinse and scrub up and see how they come up, because some of these are bloody crackers, and I dare say they're going to come up really good too. So anyway, we'll do something with them, and we'll give you a look at them once we're finished cleaning. And we'll take you over here quickly. I'll just show you, we've got a few of the other items out here, and basically what we're going to do is give them a bit of a soak and a clean up. We've got the knives, forks and spoons basically already soaking in there. And oh, my hand's all soapy now. Anyway, get off. Anyway, so look, we've also got the school finds here, so we're going to give them a bit more of a clean up before we present them to the school. And look, I'm hoping to do that tomorrow if possible. We're going to give the school a call and make sure the principal's actually going to be there, because she was the one that I spoke to, and she would, you know, I'd like to share this with everybody, teachers, students included. However, we touched base with the principal, so I'd like to catch back up with her and show her basically the reason why I wanted to be there, and that's this. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. We're going to do that. We're going to give them a bit of a clean up, and we've also got the tumbler there. We've already got a couple of taps that we've put in there, or one tap, and the sprinkler from the other day, and the horse rein. So look, we're going to throw that on the tumbler on the machine. That's just a container obviously, and we're going to throw that on the machine and give that a tumble for the afternoon and see how they come up. And also we've got the Holden hubcap here. Now one of the members mentioned that this is actually a HT Holden hubcap. Really cool, so thank you for the shout out and great spotting. Basically gave a bit of a clean up there. You can just see where I've just sort of touched the surface, rubbing it lightly, and it's come up pretty well. So, and I'm hoping, so that dint up the top there, and there's a little one right there, near where my thumb is, right there. I'm hoping we may be able to get creative and knock them out a little bit. Get the rubber mallet or the hammer and dolly, and just ever so gently knock them out a little bit and try and make it look a little bit prettier. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're also going to clean up all these insulators. Beautiful colouring on these. I absolutely love these. Finding them, you know, is generally pretty easy. They don't generally sink into the dirt too much. If you just spot them sticking out in the grass, you'll snag a few easy. And these big ones too. Look how big they are. They're huge, easy to spot. You know, if that was sitting in the grass like that, the grass generally sort of grows up around there, and you'll see at least half of it. And that's what happened in this case. You can see where he was sitting in the dirt, in the poo, and I spotted him. Anyway, so we're going to do all that. We're also going to clean up the Vegemite jam, weird, Vegemite jar lids. That spoon should be in there, and we're also going to give up a clean up to some of these items too. You know, the honour to the AIF pendant. See if we can give him a little bit better of a clean up with the toothbrush. A few other pieces too. And look, even this piece we got just the other day in the other day's video, Country Fire Brigade Victoria button. Beautiful piece, and he's still even got the dirt in the back. Haven't even bothered touching him yet. I've been too busy. So today's going to be a good day to take advantage. We're sort of stuck at home today. We've got the technician coming to do some work. So today's going to be a good day to take advantage of basically going through a few things and cleaning and organising and sorting. So as I said, we've got the hot water, we've got the sand. Where's our funnels? We've got the funnels. We're going to use the funnels and the sand to go in the bottles and shake them up. Helps clean the inside. We might throw a bit of White King in there, and we've got the pokies, the stabbies, to get inside the bottles and break up any dirt. So look, that's my plan for this afternoon, and we'll see how we go. And look, we'll come back and we'll give you a bit of a check over of how we went. So stay tuned. Look at those beauties, they're all clean. So, and just so I give you a bit of an update, we've got the spoons, forks and little spoons separated. We even gave the hubcap a bit of a clean up. Geez, you would not even know it was the same one. Come up really good. We've cleaned up the insulators. We've got some of the other items cleaned up, some of the keg taps. However, some of these bottles, they've been a little bit stubborn stains. Anyway, I don't even do this much scrubbing inside for dishes, let alone outside. So it's taken a little bit to get these out. What I'm going to do, I was using the sand inside them and shaking them around. The sand is just not cutting it though, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab some fish tank gravel that we use in the tumbler, and we're going to shake them around with some fish tank gravel and try and clean them up, because as you can see, it's just those still, some have got that haziness about them, and some have still got that dirt inside them. So bit of fish tank gravel will do the trick, I'd say. Let's see how we go. Okay, so we're in the shed now, guys, and what I was just going to do is quickly bring you in here, basically show you some of the items that we've also dug, some of the trash. So look, I think it's important to sort of realise that metal detecting is not all treasure. There is a lot of trash associated with what we do, and I think it's important also to be removing it and doing the right thing, you know. Look, there's often times where I've come across other detectorist holes, and they've either left the holes open or they've left the trash in the hole or beside it. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think that's not good etiquette for detecting, and I think it's important that whatever you dig, whether it be trash or treasure, you take it home. You either take it to the nearest bin and you bin it, or you take it home and bin it, or you can do what I do and what many others do: take it home, sort it, basically save it, sort it, and scrap it. That's what I like to say. So look, this is all the alloy, as you can see here. It's just rubbish. It's just cans, bottle tops, anything alloy that I've thrown in here. Look at that, the old Wonder Wax floor polish. And look, there's even some other alloy sheeting that I've thrown in here, just some scrap. Look, even the old sardine tin. So still got the ring pull on it. Anyway, that is just alloy rubbish. And then we go through to the lead, and look, it's just lead, as I said. Just save it. It's pretty easy to distinguish between what things are, and one of the easiest ways to do that is just by scratching items on the concrete, and you can see straight away that is lead. Heavy, sort of dense, and with that colouring, it's lead. Whereas you take something like this, for example, and you see that green colouring to it, we know straight away he's copper and brass. You see that sort of orange tinge? Anyway, so look, that's the lead alloy, as I showed you. We've got some rusty items here, some old axe heads. These aren't all going to be thrown out. I mean, obviously that is just rubbish. Had an old tap on the end of it, and we've removed the tap. Save that, and we don't want the old rusty pipe or the gal fitting there, the T fitting. So look, we'll throw that out. There is a few other little pieces we're going to save out of that, but that is just basically the rusty metal items. And look, there's really not much money in alloy. There's not that much money in lead. There's not that much money in just rusty metal items like this. The copper and the brass is really where the money's at, and it's not really about the money. It's about you know, taking this rubbish home, good etiquette, and also cleaning up their environment as we go, because I think that's important. But look, you generally get about, it fluctuates, but it generally, last couple of times I've done this, I think I've got about $7 to $8 per kilo. Look, I know it doesn't sound like much, but it quickly adds up. So there's a couple $100 worth there easily, just in copper and brass. It's probably about $10–15 worth in lead there, and maybe about $10 in cans there. So look, I think it's important though, as I said, take it home, save it, sort it, scrap it. I just put it in a big bucket when I get home, and when I get a chance, I go through that big bucket and it gets thrown in its following category: alloy, lead, rusty, brass, copper. And look, these are also the bullets that we've dug up too. So plenty of bullets there. I'll tip them out. And that's, as I said, that's 4 months worth. So pretty crazy, but that's what happens, especially when you do so much detecting. So anyway, oh, that guy's full. Jeez, I can't remember digging him up. Anyway, pretty cool. So look, it is worth money. That's not the main reason why I do it. The main reason I do it is because I think it's respectful to do the right thing. You know, you get permission to these old sites. You say you're going to take all the rubbish that you find, so do it, and that's what I do. So look, the right thing to do though, and also it can give you that little bit of extra fuel money, because that's what I do with this. I'll take it up to the scrappers, up to the scrapyard, and they recycle it all, and they pay me per kilo for these items, and basically that money just goes back into fuel. So yeah, look, good thing to keep in mind, and yeah, save it, sort it, scrap it. Righto, we are done. We are done. So, got all our fines laid back out. They're all dried off, and we're going to give you a look over them. So, what should we start with? Let's just start with the insulators. Start from this side. So, these all come up very, very nice. Done a lot of scrubbing today. A lot of scrubbing. As I said, I do not do this much scrubbing, even with the dishes inside. You know, I nearly thought about putting some of these items in the dishwasher. However, we've got to put our plates and cups and stuff that we eat off inside there later, so I decided not to. So they would have come up pretty good though. I don't know what Helena would say, but I guess we would have found out if we did it, but we didn't. Anyway, a couple of the jars, fowlers. These were the old preserving jars, the fowlers jars. You can see number 27 written on the big ones there, and number 20 written on the smaller ones. And the fowlers jars, as I said, they were preserving jars, so able to withstand the high temperatures, and no doubt probably had pickles or, you know, look, something else in there. So very, very cool. This one is the property of Henry Williams and Sons. Very, very nice bottle. He come up really, really cool. You see that hazy colouring that he had in him before is all gone, and a few of the Vegemite jars, they got the lids there down the bottom. And a few of these other little fellas here. I'm still not sure what this guy is. Find so many of them, but they're always broken. But this one isn't. So I don't know what they are though. I've had the little Swan ink bottle that came out the other day. He's unfortunately got a chip up the top, but is what it is. So look, we might as well just keep going with the bottles, go around. Got the Hayes soft drink bottle. It's a beautiful bloody bottle, absolutely ripper. And the 3 White Crow sauce bottles. Check out what Luke did. Cracked the top of it. So I had this guy sitting there, and I was like, had my hand over one, and I was shaking it up and down, and I accidentally hit the top of this fella. And you can see there, I put a nice big split in him. Anyway, lucky it was only a sauce bottle, and I got 3 of them. So it doesn't really matter. This guy could probably get thrown out, you know. We'll keep him there because we spent the effort cleaning him so he can stay there. Anyway, what else we got? We got the GHE Elliott Trade E-Mark Melbourne bottle. Not quite sure what that was. Don't know, probably a soft drink bottle maybe. Another bottle, not sure what they are. I'm not sure what a lot of these are, and they're not all that old. Sort of look probably 1930s, 40s, 50s upwards, especially these beer bottles. They're pretty much as common as they come. The old GB, MB, Melbourne Bitter. And these poison bottles, these are cool. They're not all that common. You do find a few. I won't say they're rare, but they're just really cool to come across. You know, compared to your other bottles, your standard sort of ones, you don't get these all that often. And I just love them. They got the little crosses on there and the not to be taken, and I love the little neck that they've got on them. Just the shape of them too. I just think they're a ripper bottle. Anyway, spoons, forks, baby spoons. We've got a heap of them. Heaps. I didn't bother cleaning them up too much. I just sort of gave them look, a bit of a light scrub. So Where's the focus? Made in England. It's not focusing. Yeah, anyway, made in England. Majority of them are electroplated nickel steel. So, and we managed to straighten out the Dramana spoon. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Don't know, look, I don't exactly know what I'll do with them. I don't exactly know why I even brought them home, picked them up. I just thought they were worth saving. So we'll do something. I don't know, we'll do something with them though. We'll work it out. Anyway, a few keg taps, spigot taps, and then your keg taps there, and a couple of little spigots there. But pretty amazing, you know, we've picked all these up just in the last 4 hunts. So, well, everything here has been picked up in the last 3 or 4 hunts, checking out those old abandoned house sites. So, well worth our time, that's for sure. What do we got? The marble. He can sit there. The truck, this came up pretty good actually. He's still got some pretty good Juco on him. So, it's actually called a Savium. Majorette Savium. Made in France, really cool. Corvette. Nothing too special. And he was the one that we nicked with the shovel. We put the shovel through the dash and partially into the seat, so we ruined the interior on that one. However, he wasn't in the best condition anyway. So look, a few of the pennies. What do we got? I won't hold them, I'll just zoom you in. We just gave him a quick clean up, nothing too special. This guy here, we didn't get too crazy on him, just gave him a quick clean up too with the toothbrush. So just to try and get a bit more of that detail and the silver coating to come out. Same with the Girl Guys badge. We didn't do too much with him, just a rinse under the water and a scrub with the brush. Brought him up nice. And same with this guy here, just a rinse with water and a toothbrush. Nothing too crazy, nothing too harsh, because you don't want to ruin them. Certainly don't want to take away that patina, that look that they've got, or lose any detail. So really, really cool. The last thing I'll show you, which I haven't showed you yet. Yeah, we've covered everything there. Last thing I'll show you is this bad boy. Check him out. Nearly lost it. Look at that. Perler. See me facing it. Bloody horrible. Anyway, really cool. Come up really, really good. And I generally use like something like Auto Sol, just a metal polish on this. Auto Sol, I love Auto Sol. I use it on all my chrome and stainless steel. But look, I haven't even Auto Soled this yet, and putting a bit of Auto Sol on it will bring it back pretty much like mirror finish. You won't be able to see any of those little rust spots or nothing. It'll be perfect. But look, just for scrubbing it with a green scrubber, I think we did really, really well. And that was the one that we pulled out from underneath the house there the other day. White tails and redbacks and all. And yeah, you wouldn't believe it's even the same one. Mind you, still those dents, top and bottom, that we need to try and knock out. So anyway guys, that's pretty much about a wrap up. Just thought I'd run you through what we sort of do with some of our items once we bring them home, because you see what we bring home, we bring quite a lot home, and what we do basically is clean, sort, and then, well, look, some gets put in storage and then some gets put on display. So now this has all been cleaned and organised and sorted. We'll work out what we're going to do with it. Some of it will be put on display, and look, some of these bottles I'm going to have to build another display case and set myself something up out in the shed, because I'm simply running out of room inside. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button below, because we're going to get back out detecting very soon. So cheers guys, enjoy.